Hi everyone. In the previous video, we discussed about assigning a cash manager role to the user so that user will get access to the cash management application and he can create a bank statement and do reconciliation, whether it could be auto or manual reconciliation on the bank statement. He will get the required access with the cash manager role. As we got the access, now in this video, we are going to discuss how to create a bank statement manually in Fusion Instance and how to do auto reconciliation for few lines and do manual reconciliation for few lines in the same bank statement. And then we will create bank statement transactions as well for few lines in the bank statement. So in real time, we don't create bank statements manually in Fusion Instance. In real time, there will be an integration from the bank to the Oracle where bank will be keep sending the bank statements on daily basis, and there will be a mechanism automatic process to load those bank statements into Oracle Fusion Instance so that we can see bank statements in the cash management. That we will see how to load your bank statement later, but in this video we will focus on creating a bank statement manually and then reconciling all the lines in that bank statement. We will reconcile few lines using auto reconciliation process. We will reconcile few lines manual using manual reconciliation, and for few lines where there are no corresponding transactions in Oracle instance for those bank statement lines, we will create the transactions using automated process, using a scheduled or using a concurrent process. Let me navigate to the Excel. Here, this is the bank statement that we are going to create now, and it has 6 lines, and these are the corresponding Oracle transactions for these bank statements. And if you see, only for 4 lines, first 4 bank statement lines, we have corresponding Oracle transactions. For the last 2 lines, which are related to fee and interest lines, transaction types in the bank statement, there won't be Oracle corresponding lines. So the first out of these 6, the first 2 lines, if you see, the reconciliation difference and amount in the bank statement and in the Oracle are same. So these 2 lines can be auto processed or auto reconciled. And for the next 2 lines, there is a mismatch. I have highlighted the color in the yellow. There is a mismatch in the dollar amount, which is more than $10. So the setups that we have given for the bank account won't allow these lines to get auto reconciled, so we will do manual reconciliation. And for the last 2 lines where there are no Oracle transactions, we will run the bank statement transaction creation program, and we will create the lines for them and do reconciliation. So let me first create the bank statement, and we will review the setups at the bank's account level, and we will do auto manual reconciliation. I'm navigating to the Fusion instance to create the bank statement first. So let me go to home page. Navigate to the cash management. Click on bank statement and reconciliation. Click on task list. Click on create bank statement. Let us create the bank statement for the account Bank of America 2869. The start date is from 21st October to 25th October. I'll give you a random number 2315. The opening balance is will keep it as $2,000 and closing balance we will be updating later. And now we will enter the statement lines. So let me go back to the instance here. The first, I'm copying the transaction reference. It is for date 24th and amount. Okay, let me create a line, give the date, it is 24th October. This is the reference. So for our bank account we are using a reconciliation matching rule which looks for amount and reconciliation difference. Those two should be same in the bank statement line and in the Oracle instance. So I'm entering the reconciliation difference as well. And let us take the transaction code as a check. Flow indicator is credit. Let me copy the amount from here. Create another. I'm entering the all the lines as for the bank statement. There won't be transaction reference for last two fee and interest line. Yeah, 2000. Click OK. This is credit. So we have created the lines. We have entered the debits and credits, which are deposits and payments. And now let us put the closing balance. Okay, let us, I think this is the closing balance. Let me copy this and check if that is matching. Otherwise, I'll calculate it again. There is a difference of 2000, so I need to increase it. Let me make it 3. Yes, now it is matching. The closing balance is matching with the transaction lines that we have, bank statement lines we have entered. So now this is our bank statement ID 2315. Save and close. We have completed the first task. We have created this bank statement. We have entered this bank statement. And now our next task is to do reconciliation. Let us first do auto reconciliation for the statement. Before we do the auto reconciliation, let us see the transactions that are there in the instance by going to manual reconciliation page. So these are our bank statement lines and these are the transactions. I will do descending by date so that we can match both of them. And I'll do the descending after of the date as well. And if we see here, for the first two lines, the reference is matching with bank statement lines and system transactions, and even the amount is matching with bank statement lines and system transactions. And for the third and fourth line, there is an amount difference. And let us go and look at the setups that we have done for the bank account. If you see, for auto reconciliation, we gave SM rule set as the reconciliation rule set. So when we submit the auto reconciliation program, it looks at this rule set, and for this rule set, we are saying that both amount and reconciliation difference should match, right? So as first two lines follows satisfies this criteria, and they will be picked. And there is tolerance also associated to this rule set, and that allows only $10 tolerance. Row 3 and 4 is having more than $10 difference in the amount, so they will not be auto processed, and only first two rows will be processed by auto reconciliation program. So let us submit the auto reconciliation program and see that the status of the first two bank statement lines is getting changed to reconciled. I'll click on done. I'll go to auto reconciliation, submit auto reconciliation. Bank account is Bank of America. To 869 and statement ID 2315. Let us remove the dates and let us submit the program. Auto reconcile bank statement is the program name. Submit. Let us go to schedule process and see if the process gets completed. Auto reconciliation bank statements. This got completed. Let us see the output. This is a bit lengthy, so we'll go to the instance and see if our first two lines of the bank statement got reconciled. Click on Manage Bank Statements. For Bank of America, we are working on 2315 statement. Go to Statement Lines. And if you see the status of the first two lines, change it to reconciled. Even it reconciled 3 and 4, even though there is difference, right? It reconciled those two lines. Let's understand the root cause. Okay, I think it happened because, let me explain you the root cause. Here for the auto reconciliation, we gave amount tolerance as $10, but we gave the percentage also. We gave even if the difference is within 1%, even that is allowed for these two amounts. If you see row 3 and 4, this is 933, 93,300. 1% of that will be $933. Our difference between the statement line and Oracle transaction is around less than $100. It is more than $10, but less than $100. But if you see 1% of that, but that is definitely less than 1% of the tolerance rule that we have set. So this got auto reconciled, right? That is the root cause why the third and fourth line also got auto reconciled. And if you see the fifth and sixth lines, there is no Oracle transaction. Let us go to auto reconciliation screen and see if we can auto reconcile them. There are no Oracle transactions for that, so we can't do that, but I'll go there and we'll check that. Manual reconciliation. Yeah, if you see the reconcile tab, 4 lines got reconciled. Yeah, so these are the lines, right? This is in the statement and this is in the receivables, and these are the amounts are matching. And coming to the other things, we row 3 and 4, there is a difference in the amount. For this row there is a $62, and this row there is, for this line there is $50, which is less than 1% of the amount, transaction amount. In the auto reconciliation rule set, we have associated a tolerance, some tolerance rule, which allows 1% amount of tolerance. With here in these, for these two lines, the 62 and $50 is less than 1% of this amount. That is the reason they got auto reconciled. Now coming to the unreconciled lines, these are the two unreconciled lines. and these are fee and interest. They don't have any reference, and they don't corresponds to any of this reference. So to reconcile this, we have to we can't do even manual reconciliation. See, if you try to do this, right, I'll try to do a manual reconciliation. Okay, it will give us an error. Let us see the what error it throws. This is the way how we do manual reconciliation, uh, but this will not allow us because there is a difference in the amounts, right? That it says the amount difference exceeds the manual amount tolerance. Reconciliation is not allowed. Here it is $1,000, and this is a very big amount, and that there is a difference in the amount. If we go to our bank setups again, if we see the bank setups, for manual reconciliation tolerance rule, we associated a tolerance rule, SM manual tolerance rule. This will come into picture when we try to do a manual reconciliation. For manual tolerance rule, if you scroll down and see what is the limits, this is auto reconciliation. Yeah, I didn't keep that screenshot here, but for SM manual tolerance rule, we gave tolerance as $100. If this difference is in within $100, we can perform the manual reconciliation. And this difference exists. There is a huge difference between these two amounts, so it will not manual reconciliation will not allow us because the tolerance rule come into picture, and it is stopping us to do the manual reconciliation. So now the other option now we have to do is these lines, these fee and interest on bank statement lines don't have corresponding transactions in Oracle. So now we have to create those transactions. There are two approaches. One is through manual process where we can create an external transaction, external cash transaction. But in the bank account level, if you in the previous videos we discussed this very clearly, we gave the bank's statement a transaction creation rule. If you see, we associated two bank statement transaction creation rules. One is for fee and one is for interest transaction types. And if you scroll down and see those two, this is for fee and this is for interest, and we are saying for bank statement line of type P, fee, create a transaction in Oracle with type as fee and under US 1 business unit. And these are the accounts it should use. And similarly, for interest also, we have created a bank statement transaction creation rule and associated them to the bank account. So in ours, for to process our statement, for our statement, there are two lines with transaction type fee and interest. To create Oracle transactions for them, we can submit the standard program, bank statement transaction creation program for this by passing the statement ID. Then it will pick these two lines and create the Oracle transactions and reconciles them. So let us do that. Click on done. Go to setup and maintenance. Sorry, go to tools and let us submit the scheduled process. Submit a process. Bank transaction. You can search with bank transaction. Create bank statement transactions. This is the process. Click on OK. Our bank account. Bank of America 2869. Statement ID is 2315. Click on submit. Refresh. Let us search with the process ID. Yeah, this got completed. And if we check the output, total number of external transactions created are 2. So now let us go to our bank statement and see if those two lines got reconciled. Fee and interest transaction type lines. Click on manage bank statements. Manage bank statements. 2315. If you see, these two lines got reconciled. Status got changed to reconciled, and it has created transactions also in Oracle. And let us go and see that we can check in the external cash transactions. Click on manage transactions. Let us look with today's date. Did we what let us look with our statement ID. No, there is no statement ID, so we'll give the bank account. It is not showing external transactions. Let us just search with the date. Yeah, it is not showing over here, but if you see, the bank statement got reconciled. So to summarize, right, we have created a bank statement manually, and out of that we few 4 lines got auto reconciled as they are within the reconciliation, if they as they are matching with the reconciliation matching rules and the corresponding tolerance rules. First 4 lines got reconciled, and we try to reconcile 2 lines for which there is no corresponding Oracle transactions manually, but that got failed because the tolerance manual reconciliation tolerance rule which we have associated at the bank account level is not allowing. And later, for those 2 lines with transaction type as fee and interest, we have submitted bank statement transaction creation program, and at the bank account level, as we have associated bank statement transaction creation rules, they got picked and created the transactions for fee and interest lines. Yeah, so let me come back here to be more clear. These 4 lines got processed by auto reconciliation program, and we thought these amount differences won't allow us, but we gave a tolerance of 1% as well. So as this amount difference is less than the 1% of actual amount, the 4 lines got auto reconciled, and for the last 2 lines we were not able to do manual reconciliation because the amount is very less, and when we try to do a manual reconciliation with one of the lines, it didn't allow, as the manual reconciliation tolerance rule at bank account level is kicking off and it is not allowing us. This one is kicking off, and it is here we gave only $100 tolerance for manual reconciliation, but we tried to do a manual reconciliation with with higher than amount, so it didn't allow us. And finally we did the bank statement transaction creation program. We submitted it, and that picked these rules: bank statement transaction creation rules for interest and fee transaction types. As these rules are set up at bank account level, that program processed these two lines and created transactions and reconciled them. That's it. We have covered the agenda of this video. Thank you.